That was shocking.
It was bad for her. There you go, Rosie.
Oh, well, welcome everyone to Paranormal in History. You might recognise this mug from the other side of the screen, and normally from the Ghoul Gang. But I'm Rosie, staying with these two lovely people this week. I go back Saturday. So it's my birthday today. So my partner said, where would you like to spend your birthday? And I said, these two people, because where else better? And obviously then having these people on with us tonight. So we've got Rigger, which is the first time we've actually ever spoken. We have.
You never spoke that.
Lovely to meet you.
Have you never spoke to Scott?
No. And I met the lovely Eileen the other day, so last week.
You did. Nice to see you again.
Nice to meet you. It's nice to see you. And obviously, no, we did a podcast the other day.
So we did. Well,
oh, Scott, my goodness.
And then yesterday, obviously, with your wife.
Yes,
Can I just interrupt you for 2 seconds? I don't usually say much on podcasts, as you know. Do you know what I mean? But we're only 1.5 minutes in, and so far Rosie says that I'm having a bromance with Rigger, and that's Sarah, Laura, Sarah's wife. You know that makes us look. When we're all in the swing. There, Eileen. We're on the swings up here.
There's no swinging up here.
Anyway,
well,
so
Evie, keep up.
So my mum, she's just put, that's my mum. Now she put, Dad said didn't fancy spending it with Mum and Dad. Then sorry, Mum and Dad, on this one. Thank you very much for my birthday money in my card, though. But yes,
Thank Eileen for
I did say thank you for your card. Yes, earlier. Scott came in and went, why have you got your post being redirected to our address? I was like, I don't know, because I don't know. I didn't even know your address.
I went in the hall and the post was there, and there was other sort of bills, and then there was a card for Rosie.
Literally, my name, their address.
She's redirecting her mail already, and she's only been here an hour.
And the lovely Eileen, she did a lovely card, so thank you very much. And I've been truly spoiled and being looked after big time. So happy birthday though, Room. Root is my nickname. So yeah, Mum's just let me out of the bag on that one. That's my nickname. So hi, Kate. Thank you very much. Everybody that's in the room already, I think we've got 6 watching.
Yep.
Yeah, so thank you very much. As Scott said, we've got no agenda tonight. We're just here to chit chat, get to know each other. Well, me get to know you guys more, and you guys as well.
Which I know.
So,
And I get a night off. I just need to sit here and look handsome.
It's rigid on the iron blue.
It is red cola, Kate. It is red cola.
This I tried for the
no hard stuff tonight.
So before we came up, we said to my brother-in-law, well, my partner's brother-in-law, and said, we're coming up to Scotland. He went, oh my God, you've got to try the red cola. And I was like, huh? Red cola? And here it was today, and it took me back to my childhood memory of Panda Pop. I absolutely love it. It is gorgeous.
I remember. Do you know how red cola down south?
No.
You can get the red cola cubes. Get some red cola cubes to take home.
I'm going to get some, yeah, because it was really nice. No, we've had, so as soon as we had it, it was Panda Pop. Like, that was the taste back to being a 5-year-old. And so I think we're going to have some more tomorrow.
Panda Pop, I think I vaguely remember.
Remember?
I remember. Remember. It's been a long day, right?
You sure you're Scottish?
I'm a what?
You sure you're Scottish?
I'm sure I'm Scottish. I am Scottish. I'm from Glasgow. I'm Scottish. Can't get me a Scottish in Glasgow. No offence, Irene. But Irene, I've done it again, did I? Called you Irene again. She's going to slap me in the water.
You've just got to remember Eileen upon you. lean.
They're not leaning upon me, head.
That way. There we are.
You know, I know I invite you on podcast, but that, you know, that's where there's a line. You know, you draw the line somewhere. Right, it's good for leaning on. So I've heard.
Oh.
I don't even know what to say to that.
No. So, how is everyone this evening? Everyone had a good day?
Thank you. But after Jedburgh on Saturday. I had 24 hours up, so I'm getting over that.
Oh, bless. Oh, God. We landed in Scotland
Your
just
lights
before
are gone
10
off.
yesterday.
Oh,
There we go. Do you know what? This is my first time using it on a big screen. So this is actually quite luxury for me.
This is
Like,
posh.
this is posh.
Posh.
It's normally my
Yes.
phone or just my laptop. But this is like a whole little studio.
It has the backdrop as well.
Yeah. I like
As long as it doesn't fall down the night, I mind that.
I know.
It fell down.
it.
I know. I was waiting to see a picture of you in the background, a big painting of you behind it.
Holding a rose.
Oh,
You know.
There is a picture of you behind it now.
There is a picture of me behind it, believe it or not.
No, is that not the statue? Your Buddha?
With a fig leaf.
Always thought about your Buddha test wheels.
Did you tell him?
No.
How did you know?
No, I said, was that not your Buddha? Your
No, I said,
statue.
is it not a statue you've got of yourself? The Buddha?
Well,
No, I've got a statue. It's got a wee fig leaf on it. It's got a massive fig leaf on it.
oh no.
It stitch 4 fig leaves together when I done my statue.
aye, okay.
It was-
Then you've got Mary Doll with testicle
And then I've
ones.
got that. Aye.
Just digging.
Sorry, Rosie.
No, you're absolutely
I've
fine.
got a big Buddha. Laura kindly bought me, and Laura will not be happy at this. Now, me saying I've got
Go get it.
Yeah.
me saying I've got a big Buddha, that's not me boasting. I'm saying,
Sarah's gonna go and get. Wow.
Laura got me my big Buddha, right? And
Can we just stop there?
Kate said, "If Scott's the Buddha, we're all doomed."
here's Mary. They call her Mary Doll after Rapsy's wife. God
She's
bless.
heavy.
So was Mary Doll. You actually rap chat with her.
So I said yesterday, it looks like she's got testicles on the side of her head. It's only me and you that find that funny, clearly. Oh, brilliant.
Do you see? I mean, do you see it? You know, she thought it's got male appendages.
I can see it.
What you mean?
You look a bit confused, Eileen.
I am.
So
Good
am I.
Catholic
Yeah.
girl. Good
Mary
Catholic
Doll,
girl.
right? This is my pride and joy. A wee Buddha.
Very nice.
Yesterday, I was sitting and Sarah said that her ears look like something else. Think about it.
No comment.
Exactly.
I like the.
So basically, she's ruined my Buddha for me. I still love it. Don't get me wrong, Laura. It's still my Mary Doll. But this
What? It's
sickle,
ruined.
that sickle there, you know what I mean?
It's right. I'm never buying you another present in my life. Ruined.
There's Mr. Barrett. Hey, Matt, buddy, I'm to know it. You need
Lovely.
Yes, I'm going to go back to the comments.
a couple of comments to catch up on.
I've not tried to colour. Oh,
What are the 5 top requirements to be Scottish according to me?
Maybe you're
I've only got one requirement
requirement.
to be Scottish, and that's just don't give a beep. Know what I mean? That's it, basically.
I guess this was Mark. It
This
is
is for you.
beautiful. The scenery. Oh my god, it is just amazing. Like, we were going to do the boat tour, but we didn't in the end. We decided to have a beef hot dog, which was yummy, and then we went to Luss. And we saw
Lots
the
of
Viking.
lovely.
Yeah. Oh my god. We looked at the little village and we went, when can we move in? It was beautiful. Yeah, no, it's definitely a must see. And we're off to Edinburgh tomorrow, so. But wait.
If Scott's the Buddha, we're all doomed. Kate's on fire the night, ain't she?
She is.
She's
Maybe
on-
statue of Shrek.
maybe a statue of shit, isn't that your nickname? Not as far as my work, Kate, but you know, your top. There must have been more swingers. I don't know.
Could be mum.
If that's you, Emma, you behave yourself. Well, you're not getting your daughter back now, have you? You never back.
I can say by Saturday you're coming back.
No.
I'll fly the plane myself come Saturday, don't worry.
Emma wants to keep her.
Oh, yeah, we've said that I'm now Auntie and Uncle Andrea. He's back in there watching the film with her. So yeah, we've now adopted Tammy as our niece. She's absolutely gorgeous.
Kate said a Red Bull.
Oh, adopted.
That's what your pal knows since he's a Red Bull.
I know.
I mean, I don't know how you can drink that crap. You know what? I've started drinking but electrodes.
Electrodes.
And I quite like them. I was doing all that stuff before.
Electrodes.
Electrodes.
You know they drink electrode drinks.
Electrodes?
It's like iPhone.
Bear with me, I'll move into an open plan kitchen and get one. I'll be back in a minute.
Crash bang all up. No, so
Electrodes. You mean electrolytes?
Electrolytes. Ah, right.
What the-
Oh my
Yeah, electrolytes.
Aye, that stuff I know.
oh my god.
Aye. Anyway, carry on.
That's
Up together.
brilliant. Oh my god. Oh,
Is that- It's for emergency only. Oh, there's Lindsay into the thing. She's into the pot now as well.
It was all the thing electrodes. You mean electrolytes, you twat?
Aye, these things that kind of light you up.
Electrodes are what Frankenstein puts in your neck.
Or bolts.
Ah, electrodes.
It's one of these. It's away with it. Who's too far
I'm
away from me?
thoroughly confused. I don't know about you, Riga. I'm thoroughly confused.
No comment.
Oh,
Your paranormal street cred's just gone down the pan.
Did you have any to start with?
Scott could pass as Frankenstein right enough. The other woman on fire in it. What, do you like to stick a knife in somewhere? No?
No.
Sure. Right,
Oh,
carry on. What will you be?
no.
You like,
Rosie,
don't know
need
you're
to
ready.
go off the
You want to throw something in the Scott pot?
Scott pot.
I'm
Oh
saying
god.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
We had a big investigation last night. It's been a very long day. We're very tired and drained.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was going to say I was up 24 hours at that point. So we went to Loudenkirk.
loud it. But where's the other place you were wanting to visit? I think this is all it is.
No, because Mum's going to laugh at this because she's already corrected me
Wait
before
till you
I
hear that.
came.
Wait till you hear this one. Go on.
Dunfermline?
Dunfermline.
Mum's already me on this. Dunfermline?
Dunfermline. That's even worse.
How do you say it?
Dunfermline. I'm going up to Dunfermline
How do
today.
you say it? I can't get a word out of him.
you mean Dunfermline.
There you go.
Dunfermline.
Dunfermline.
Right.
Hey, there you go.
Thank you. So my uncle, he's from there, though. I
From
think
where?
from Dunfermline.
Dunfermline.
Oh my god! Some of them, I'm terrible at pronunciations. Like,
Well, yeah,
some of
you're
these.
crap.
Do you know what? It's the Scottish accent I'm just crap at, and I'm so sorry, guys. Just apologise for it. It's just
Say Dunfair.
unfair.
No, dumb.
Dumb.
Dunfair.
Dumb fair.
Lynn.
Lynn.
Dunfermline.
Dunfermline. There we go. That's where my uncle's from. So my mum is my dad's sister's husband. So he goes up there and asks Rosie about the Methodist church. Don't even go there, Mum.
Did you say that again? You as your mum's sister's, your dad is your mum's sister's husband? Is that what you said there?
No, I said ask Mum. It's my dad's sister's husband.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought you said my dad's my mum's sister's husband.
No, I might have.
Well, English, you know, something.
But he can't even get the whole word.
Nice, you can't get the whole word right. Ask Ross.
Ross.
This is payback, isn't it? So I can't say it.
This lie's when doing the toilet after 15 minutes, isn't it?
Aye.
I want to ask Rosie about the Methodist Church.
No,
That was from Emma Cardy. Is that your mum?
that's my mum. Yeah.
Is that your mum? So tell us about the Methodist Church, Rosie.
It's just how I pronounced it. For one, it wasn't early morning. We were just going to look at a location that we are going to be booking, and we go past it, and I'm like, oh, look, there's the Methodist Church or Methodist Church, and yeah, Mum had to. It's just the way I said it.
Oh, I see.
Methodist. Even I can see that.
Yeah, well, I was like the Methodist. Sorry.
Even I do that. Right, I'm just saying point proven because I can't pronounce my words.
Aye, no. See, I belong here when you can't pronounce words. Like in this house.
I usually when you're
Like that.
well, you see when you're not here, this is your first time here. What am I talking about? You know, but can I go smooth? But the night it's just went boobs up.
So it has.
Basically. I
How
can't
did
say the
you
other.
enjoy Loudon, Rosie? How did you enjoy?
It was amazing. We went to what's the first part that we went to?
Dempster.
Dempster. Sorry, Dempster. Me and Andrea, my partner, was stood to one side. We both turned and we could hear footsteps walking towards us. Laura was like, this is how it starts. And I then saw a gentleman stood on the corner of one of the walls. He was just literally looking at us, but it's like he knew we were there. Towards the end of the night, I can feel that there's a ritual going on. So they're circling around in circles, and there's groups of people coming and going. So we got a few names. I got Samuel, William, then we had Ian come out. You went on the Gansfield, and you got out, you said my mum's name, which was very weird because you were kind of opposite us, and you said mum's name, and you also said Emma's, the name of Emma, which is Ian's daughter. Lisa. That was Lisa. But you also smelled perfume, and none of us were wearing perfume.
But I was standing out of the wall 3 times. I smelled perfume, and I told one of the lassies was standing beside me, but obviously they weren't.
No.
And then we came back, and I was in the group, and I could smell it again. And I was asking, "Can you not smell that?" But it was this strong smell of perfume.
Have you smelled that there before at all?
Never,
That's the first time.
never. And
And was it
then
a perfume you recognised? Was it a flower or?
well, I don't usually wear the perfume, you know.
No, but I mean, you know what a rose smells like, and you know what a lily smells like. Is it?
I actually don't. I don't sniff many lilies. Or roses, you know. I usually buy them, give me people. I don't just. Oh, amazing. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't tell you about a rose. I couldn't tell you about a rose or a lily. It looks like, it looks like, smells like. But it was definitely perfume, and I've never had that there before at all. And did it smell like an older person's perfume? I don't sniff many old people, Lindsay, because that's kind of illegal. And they tend to kick out the nursing home. I did that last time I done it. So, you know, I'm not trying that again.
Oh dear.
Well, it's not, you can't sniff a granny, can you?
Well,
Suppose you could do new face of what?
Dior.
What Dior? I don't know their names of perfumes. It was just perfume.
And then you get your full name.
I
Do you
never get my
think there
full
was
name.
significance of spirit that was there? Do you think there was some significance in the fact that you could smell it last night for the first time?
I never heard a word she
I'm
said.
saying, do you think it was significant that you could smell that for the first time last night? It's
I
not
don't
sig-
know because last night we got my full name. Now, we never use our full names on investigations. We always just use our first name.
So we asked, so we said your name and we heard it clear as day. So we then said, if you're that intelligent, could you give us Scott's surname? And then probably about a minute or so, you then heard Mortensen. And your face was like, so I was like, this is brilliant. Because to me, for them to say your full name is just amazing. And it was my phone that we were using. No, was it my phone or your phone?
Scott's phone.
Scott's phone. Yes, it was my phone that we used for Gansfield. Yeah.
So I don't know if Emmy can explain that, but at the end we've had that before. But see, we never ever use our full names. But it was definitely my full name.
And Laura got called a scruffy bitch.
Yep.
Right. Sorry.
I was going to say, even people watching it heard that clear as day. But did you say you heard it outside of the necrophonic? You heard it with the
Nicola said the same thing.
Uh-huh.
It was a woman's voice. It wasn't a scruffy, but it was a scruffy, but it was a woman's, and there was some something. Because I says to you, I came to the other side of you, and I says, "Did you not hear that?"
Yeah.
And then I said, "Was that through the app?" No, someone said, but it wasn't through the app. And Nicola said the same thing. That wasn't.
Saw that.
Whoever it was standing right beside you.
Yeah.
Well, you actually heard it in real time.
Aye, at real time. I heard it clear as day.
Yeah. But I didn't hear it, and I was between yourself and the voice that you're hearing, and I didn't hear it, but I heard it from what I would say was the app. And that just shows how everyone's different, what they can hear. But that woman was there because there was also a man there that later on in the evening as well. And we heard, I was asking Ian if he had changed, if he was, what was it? Changing the temperature.
Yeah.
And you heard, you went off to the car.
Changing the light.
Changing the light. That was it, changing the light on the K2 because the K2 was spiking. And you'd gone to the car and it was yourself, me, Laura, and then my partner Andrea. But Andrea was stood in front of all of us. So we knew it wasn't him. And from your two's direction, all you heard was this man's voice go, no, no. Clear as day, in real life time. It was just like, who the hell was that? And you came over and was like, what? Like, you didn't know what was going on because obviously you hadn't been with us. But to hear that man's voice, it was brilliant. So definitely want to go back to Loudon Kirk. It's just an epic place and electrifying. And especially with the moon, how it was last night as well. What is it that the moon was called last night? It was light orange. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, with the moon, how it was, that's going to create energy, and obviously we'll have all of us lot there with the laughter of energy.
Yes.
I just ran me chase the moon. I thought it was a fire on top of a hill or something.
We could just see this orange glow and what looked like the top of the sun, kind of like over the hill bit. It just looked like it was sun rising. So yeah, we got you chasing it for a little
And
bit.
this is right. You need to drive to it. Drive to the moon. Right. Drive to the moon. Kate's got a question for Rigger actually. Why do you always wear that daft hat?
DR60. Okay. It's not the Japanese rip-off one.
That's what I meant in my head. That you do, Scott. Which one did it smell? I know because there's a queer old lady perfume smell, Scott. I don't know what an old lady smells like.
Kind of a musky.
How many grannies do you stuff?
Oh no, that old persons get the same. It's like a kind of musty,
Moths.
smell, aye. Yeah. It's like an old smell.
How do you know they're all the same? So for you to know they're all the same, you must go around sniffing them.
No, you remember all the perfumes that your granny used to use? I mean, there's the old traditional perfumes from days gone by, which tend to be
I remember,
vanilla and lavender and tweed and root
I remember
that you splash all over. The older
no, that was the perfume. That was like Brute 33.
that was after.
Been great.
So this is Mum. Dad has a question for Scott. What is your funniest paranormal moment? That's from my dad. Laura's already done.
Probably when you fell down the stairs at Caldwell.
That's exactly what I was thinking about, Sarah.
Thanks for that, Laura. I mean,
Do you want me to tell the story?
give Laura a wee minute till she finishes, then Sarah will tell you.
Right, I'll stop. I'm sorry.
But we're waiting on you, dear. It's all right. Take your time.
So we were at Caldwell, right, which has got like 4 or 5 levels, but we were sitting in the kind of first level at the stairs, and then Scott went down to the basement, and it was raining, so the steps must have been quite slippy. And me and Laura were sitting, just talking away, chatting away, blah blah blah, and all you hear is dun dun dun. Oh shit! And I'm like, "You alright?" He's like, "No, I fell down the stairs."
How do you fall downstairs in broad daylight? You can see them.
Laura started laughing. Never even asked him if he was alright or if he needed help. We just broke out and
I could be lying there with my leg turned sideways and upside down, but no, as long as it was funny. So I would say that was probably the most comical.
Wild Bill, do I hear a Scotsman?
You do indeed, young man, you do indeed. There's another one on the panel down there. The guy with the hat on. That's him. But I would say it's either that one or that church we did, it was a Coat Bridge.
The one that I got stuck in the window.
You get stuck in the window. Talk about that.
Oh my god!
She was wedged. So that's what wedged.
It was this window, right? No, the woman that we went to the church with said, "Don't worry, it's accessible," because she knew about my issues, right? And she's like, "Don't worry, it's accessible, you'll make it, blah, blah, blah." So we get there, around the church, and we're like, "We're not seeing a door," like, because you expect a door.
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, you have to climb in a window." And I was like, "You what?" No, I was expecting like a big window,
Like you can.
that a person could fit. No, it was smaller than a bathroom window. So on the way in, my trousers fell down.
Oh no!
So this random woman grabbed my trousers so that I didn't flash the world.
So you didn't flash her, but hooky.
Luckily, I had knickers on. That's what I'm saying.
Very lucky.
This time.
That's fine. And then we done the investigation. Scott nearly broke his ankle with my phone, and all I was concerned about was my phone. Yeah, of course. And then on the way out, the way in it was fine because I could climb in face first, obviously. Forward first. But the way out, I was like, how the fuck am I meant to get out? So I kind of looked up on the window with my back to the opening and kind of was shuffling back. Didn't realise there was a nail about that hanging out. So the nail goes into my back and I'm like to him, "I'm stuck. There's something stabbing me, I'm stuck." So what does Scott do? Yanks me. So there goes the nail.
Oh no!
Obviously, I wasn't told about a aforesaid nail,
I was getting stabbed.
but I wasn't listening. I was just trying to get your ass out the window so I could get out. Basically.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Well,
Because I'm not exactly a slim guy. I'm not exactly shy around a steak pie. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Evidently need a mat. It was my ass, I get stuck.
I'm saying, no comment. Kate's asking, did you get a birthday cake? Go on, tell her what you got.
I got the caterpillar cake. Oh my god, my favourite
Cuff butt, no, what's a cuff butt? It's a cuff
Cuff
butt.
butt, a cuff butt one. It is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you very much.
Where's that called? It says the app.
Colin the Caterpillar's cage day off.
There you go.
There we go. There he is. So,
Basically, we
see, I mean, his face. I gave her his face, so he's gone. But yeah, it's beautiful cake.
basically she got a cuff butt because you're Scottish and he's cheaper than Colin was.
He tastes exactly the same.
Oh my God, Scott, that's on par with the cat in the washing machine, Phil Sarah. Well.
Kate, you're never going to forget that, you know. You're never going to, you know. I was going to say you're never going to let that down, but you're never going to let it. You're never going to
Let you live it down.
let me live it down. I mean, so that was an interesting question from Rosie's dad. Thank you very much for that.
Do you know what? With that, I'm going to ask everybody else if they're funny
You
moments.
see my finger?
Yeah.
Point. I was just going to go at that.
Yeah.
And say,
Great minds think alike.
aye. And then, because you're the birthday girl, we'll get you to go first. What's your first and most embarrassing?
Do you know what? I don't think I can beat yours. I don't. I'm always falling over. That's as always. I need bubble wrap before I go out. I think the best one was Shepton Mallet Prison. Literally did a whole night from 8 till 2 in the morning. The cameras had just been turned off, and I decided to literally hool it down the stairs, feet first, hitting my head. And thank you very much. Hit my head on the railings, took a chunk of paint off. Don't remember much else, and I drove home as well. Like Mum did say, "Do you want to stop?" I'm like, just get me home. I think that's just like a funny moment of. I don't think it was funny, but I do now. So I wish the cameras was on and you could have seen, everyone. I know what Mum was doing, making sure I was okay first, but she normally laughs. So she normally does the 10-minute of wetting the pants after.
Up to, but you need to laugh
Yeah.
before you phone the ambulance, don't you?
Yes, definitely.
Basically.
You've got to laugh before you make sure they're okay.
Then you laugh, and then you laugh again, then you check for a pulse, then you phone the ambulance.
Yeah, check the breathing.
And if there's no pulse, you don't bother phoning the ambulance.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time, really, isn't it? What's it you do? I know what Laura's funniest moment, well, I think I know what Laura's funniest moment is. Let's see if she gives the same answer that I'm thinking of. You know the one I'm saying?
Oh, right.
You know.
Laura, what is your funniest one, and can you guess what they're thinking?
Oh, I can guess what they're thinking. Probably when we were in Alloway Click. Is that what you're thinking? That?
Keep going. Say, man, until you finish the story.
No, I'm not finishing the story. That's something I can remember.
You've got to finish it.
Right, I was in Alloway Kirk sitting down and we were doing an investigation and somebody's felt my bottom from under the chair, but there was nobody there. My bottom. And I don't know who it was, so but that's the only thing I can think of. I'm not really nothing like that really happens to me.
No, that's what we. No,
That's
what we
when you get your bottle fell. So after it, I sat in that chair for 3 years and nothing happened. Gutted.
When I said to be about a few weeks ago on the podcast, you guys were telling me this story, and I said to go to a certain location where the ghost is not, the spirit is not fussed of who he touches.
That's the list.
Yeah.
Where? How do you spell that? How do you spell it, Rosie? Where is it? What's the best time to go?
Oh, I know, book, stop writing it on.
Oh, I could write my book. I mean,
Get the little black book out.
All right.
On the back.
Oh no.
Yeah, a nice wee photograph on the back there. Even,
Oh, look at that.
I'm pushing you there, Eileen, and getting you in the group. And there's Eileen with the lovely. That's what she looks like with the hair down. Her head, absolutely lovely. So the name and the best time to go is
Anytime.
there any particular aspect?
Just a double bedroom.
Double bedroom.
Yeah. Next door to Nimrod.
Right, Nimrod on the double bed, and you'll be.
When I say Nimrod, anyone that's watching, Dan, Mum, you'll know which location I'm on about.
Right. Noted.
Yeah.
So who's next for the funniest moment?
Go on,
Well, I'll
Riga.
tell you my funniest moment it was a while ago, quite a long time ago now. We'd been invited down to an investigation with a group in England, and it was like a big country home kind of thing, about one of these big sort of houses in the middle of nowhere. And it was a group I hadn't been with at all before. And we went for something to eat before we pitched up at the location. And one of the party foolishly had a curry, and we all just were a bit more conservative in our choice of meal. However, so 2 or 3 hours later on, during the investigation, the curry started to kind of make its presence known. And we were in a very, very quiet sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, a big sort of salon sort of situation. And there would be about 15 people in this room. And then this sort of delicate smell of curry.
See it? Go on.
One of the team farted silently
Oh.
and let off this horrible smell, right? And just at that moment, my stomach wanted to grumble, right? So we had the combination of this smell, and my stomach really grumbled quite badly. And then everybody started to shout, "It's demons! It's demons!" Listen, we can smell the sulfur and we can hear the growling. And I just couldn't stop laughing. And I had to run to the toilet, and I had to lock myself in the toilet for ages because these were complete strangers. I didn't know them. This was the first time I'd met them. And I didn't feel that I could just say, "Look, he farted," and it was, we were all, and we just made our apologies after the break and left. Because I just couldn't contain myself. So that's got to be the funniest time when we had demons, and it was actually the chicken curry in my stomach. We never went back, and I've never actually named them. Because
I have to say that way as well, dear. So, Mr. Rigger, let's have it. Come on.
First off, I know I've been off a quiet. I'm absolutely shattered, so I've not been my usual self. But I've got one that I can't get into too much detail because it's a bit grotesque, so I'll leave that out. However,
Don't spell actually, just what's the
see
word?
we went to a location, an old farm, and we don't really tend to go live, but fun enough at this time we went live. And obviously I decided to have a McDonald's before the investigation. So you know what it's like, sometimes if you're running an EVP session, you try to be as quiet as possible, and then that's when the demons come in your stomach and start rumbling away and stuff like that. So it was rumbling away, and then I just let loose. But a wind came out, and I happened to be Dennis had earphones in. And he's went, "I've got earphones in." And all I got was a big bit of wind. Right through his earphones. But he was watching on the live, obviously. So whoever else was on the live's heard it, but obviously he's had earphones in, so he just sounded a wee bit extra special for him.
I'm not going to ask you,
You don't want to know about the first one.
Oh, yes,
but
you do.
Oh, you don't. You
oh,
don't.
you see, when you say that, see when somebody says, "Oh, you don't want to hear about this,"
We do.
right? Or they say, "You'll never guess what." So what? Oh, I can't tell you.
I'll leave it at that.
No, please do elaborate.
Leave it in the imagination.
Yes.
It could be,
Yes.
it could be Glasgow, so it could be anything.
Oh.
Need to answer watch the live back for that.
Yeah.
I think Sarah was quite tame in what she said about the window, to be fair.
How?
There is a rather more embarrassing one, but I was the only person there really to witness that.
What are you talking about?
Caldwell toilet. Slug.
Oh, we'll not go there.
No, please do. But I have to call you.
No. Yeah, that takes the biscuit, that young.
That you.
Aye.
What happened, Laura? Now you mention it.
I couldn't possibly say she'll kill me. It's up to Sarah.
Oh, go on, Laura, go on. If you share it, I'll share mine.
I can't.
You won't-
I love you, Sarah, but it's too good to not to share.
So, no, why did you mention it? Because now the world wants to know. Ringer Kate's asking, is it dog? Were you dogging?
Wow.
We called a couple of doggers last night, didn't we?
That's the right.
Aye.
To say to you says, what was it? You says, if you leave the window down, it means you're interested, right? I thought, how the hell does she know?
Oh my gosh.
Because you're loud in Cutler's, it's just a wee car park. There was this car already parked to a young couple in it. And so these, you know.
Yeah, but you looked weird going back and forth. You kept reversing.
I
You
I'll put that in a minute.
as soon as you parked, you could literally see the orange moon from last night. So you were like, oh my God, we were trying to take pictures whilst in the car. I didn't realise that's where we were parking. And I was thinking, then you kept going back and forth. I'm thinking, we look like nutters. But next door was dogging. And that's when I explained to you, because I think we had a window open. And I said, if you leave the window open, it's inviting these doggers that they're happy for you. You're happy for them to watch you dog. And then if you put an indicator on, it means something. If you flash the lights.
How do you know all this, Rosie?
Exactly. Emma, if you're watching, and Mr. Cardy, if you're watching, ask how your daughter knows this.
My mum will know, like, not about anything.
It's a wonderful place.
Right, so there was this article and the mum actually sent me the article. Always an article. It was in the Daily Echo, which is what we get down south. And it was these apparently displaying I can't say this word. I can't flamingos. Flamingos.
I say, look, fla.
I could do it, break it
Say
down.
fla.
Fla,
Ming.
ning,
Go.
go.
Fla.
Fla,
Ming.
ning, go.
Go.
Why am I
Fla.
learning Scottish? I'm learning Scottish now.
I think I'm teaching you to speak. It's primary 5.
So this is mum. Mum knows all about this. That was mum's comment. There was an article about 2 doggers. There were swingers and then swing parties and all of this. When you went into that article, it then takes you to other articles. So it was about the top 5 dogging destinations in Southampton. Well, we live in Southampton, so I'm like, well, I want to know where these are. Not that I want to go. That does not interest me at all. But within these articles, it tells you all these locations, which is one just around the corner from where me and Andrea live. So we were very shocked.
Where's my book?
And it tells you what they do. Like, well, not what they do in the car, but how you're He's taking notes. Then they describe, like, if you leave a window open, you're in your car and you leave a window open, you're inviting other people and to tell them that you're happy for them to watch you, and what each light means. If you flash your lights, if you put an indicator on, everything means something to a dogger in your car.
I don't know what you're starting, Kate, but so what happens if you put your right hand turn signal on?
I don't know these, but I literally just remembered the window, and that, like, in an indicator means that you can if you put the left indicator on, that and the window's open, that the man can put it in the window.
Right, that's fine. And what's the name of this local dog spot?
I will show you guys, because
No, you're fine. I don't need to go. Do you know what I mean?
One of the locations is, when you guys come down in July, one of the locations is literally 5 minutes from Royal Victoria Country Park. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You could get an ice cream down there during the day.
Flamingos are the kind of symbol.
Yes.
And if you're camping and
Yeah.
you get flamingos outside your tent, that's you telling other campers more in.
Why my mum's
Hey,
put that up is why mum's put that up as well is my nephew. his other nan told my mum about this. About for the flamingos being outside tents, and because she goes camping quite a lot. So
Pampas grass as well.
what's that?
Who comes up with this? A flamingo. Pampas grass.
Clearly lived a very sheltered life.
Exactly. You and I both, Eileen. You and I both, my dear. I'm quite disgusted with it all. Now Sarah's googling Pampas grass.
Because Rosie doesn't know what
Get it,
Pampas
B&M.
grass
Get it,
is.
B&M.
Yeah.
B&M, get a gift card for B&M. You get it. Trust me.
Yes, what Rose? Lily.
Right. So, Laura, can we come back to you?
Wait.
All right.
He said else what Pampas grass is.
Your neighbours don't get that.
Oh, I've got Pampas grass.
Well, apparently if you've got Pampas grass, you're a swinger.
Eileen.
It's in the back garden. No, it's not in the front.
That's even worse.
Did you say it's at your back door? That's your personal business. I love to yourself. You know. But I want to know about this Caldwell thing, aren't we, Eileen Rigger? I want to know about the Caldwell thing.
Nobody needs to know.
We are.
Yes. Yes.
You know, the whole chat is wanting to know what happened at Caldwell. Please elaborate, Laura. And it's Rosie's birthday, so you need to give her a present.
Give me your birthday wish to tell me, please.
Sarah, I love you. I really do. And I know I'm going to be divorced after this, but there's nothing I can do. Right, so we were investigating Caldwell, right? And it was dark, and Sarah was absolutely busting for the toilet. Now, MD knows where Caldwell is. It's in the middle of nowhere, where there's no toilets, like, anywhere at all. So,
Facilities.
so she's like, right, one way. I was like, right, okay. So we walk out, and we find this, like, wee private-ish area at the end of Caldwell, right? Kind of like where you came when I'm talking about, Rigger. Kind of like just before the pheasants, the gate for the pheasants were at the end. Right, so we're there. And Sarah says, right, I'll just sit down in this, like it was like a pallet, an old type pallet. I'll just go sit here and pee. I was like, right, okay, so I'm on the lookout just in case anybody appears, right? She sits in this pallet, it's wet, it's damp, and all you hear is, oh no, I think I've just sat a slug. And I just died. I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? I can't sit like pick it off you know? So yeah. That was fun.
You think he's in a slug?
Wait, I confirmed a bit. And to make matters worse, there was a bit of grass tickling me in a place and it should not be tickling me.
I was getting there. Quite getting
Oh my god.
So what did you want Laura to do with thoughts and rubber gloves?
Fucking hell.
How could you...
The plug had attached itself to my backside.
See what happens when you let a woman go after the loo herself? They get
Shocking.
gloves up there. You know what I'm saying? So you kept that quiet all these years.
I'm now divorced. You do know I'm now divorced. My friendship with Sarah is over. It's all gone wrong.
You're no longer my wife.
I know, I'm sorry.
It was worth it, Laura. It was worth it.
Yeah.
So, everybody in the chat, basically, Sarah got a slug up her arse.
Not on. Just on.
Who
Gone.
was attached to a bit of grass at the same time?
No, the grass was separate.
So, what came out first, the slug or the grass?
The grass was separate.
The grass is separate. Did the grass fall up or something? Or did the slug fall up and looking for a meal?
No, the slug was kind of at the back and the grass was at the front.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you paid that much attention to it in detail.
Well, I certainly never paid enough attention, clearly.
So now, whenever you see Sarah, you say, okay, you see that saying, the chicken and the egg? All you need to say, Sarah, is the slug in the grass.
Listen, I love saying it a bit, but there's a certain line.
Well, there's a line that night, he's got a bit of grass with that. I mean,
Oh dear.
aye. That's what I would bad with phone downstairs and then phone upstairs and stuff. I mean,
I think there's another one for myself, which you kind of heard when Brian was over.
does it involve slugs or grass?
It does not involve slugs
Or
or
your ass?
grass. It might involve my bum.
Me bum. It might involve me bum. Got the accent. Oh, it might involve me bum. It's rather embarrassing on me bum.
It was me bum.
Did we need to talk with that when we come down the urine?
Yes.
Oh, an itchy bum.
Got an
Scratch me bum.
bum or bottom.
Bottom. No, he's weird.
I remember the last night on the live, and he said, I've got gloves for you. I said, it's not my hands, it's cold. He's like, what is it, your ass?
Yeah.
Aye. You could see it on the live.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
do carry on talking about your, don't talk about your bum, but you know what I'm saying.
So Brian from Canada, when he was over here a couple of years ago, we took him to Victoria Country Park, which is where I'm going to take these guys in July. I won't take you to the crime of the scene.
Scene of the crime,
That's
with the
the
crime
one.
of the scene.
I'm tired. It's been a long day. So Brian and Lex, who have got their Through the Lens on, which has been on tonight as well, isn't it?
Aye,
They
finishes in
were
about
both
9
here.
minutes, so Brian should be joining us shortly after a wee while.
Speaking of devil, they were doing an brilliant investigation. They had their cameras going. They're trying to capture footage for their show to release when it's ready. And you know when you just look and you don't mean to look, but you catch that someone's flies are open. Well, I'm sorry, Brian, it's coming back out again. Brian's flies are open. I saw
Did
it.
he freeze that? So his fly was also coming back out again. I was out the first time.
It was never out. Oh God. Oh my God, no. Yeah, I caught his flies open, so I was trying to hold the laughing in. And if you were watching me, all I was doing was this, because I'm just like trying to hold it. And I accidentally, you know, when you laugh out loud and you're trying to also hold that fart in as well. Well, that came out, and that then made me laugh even more. So then I wet my pants, and I still had to do. I laughed and weed all at the same time, and I still had to kind of do an investigation. It was literally only a little bit. It wasn't like a full blown
It
weed.
didn't ask volume.
No, it was just like they caught it on their cameras. Obviously not. They could just hear me in the background, but I think that's probably my most embarrassing moment. It's of a blooper.
He
It's
could take
just-
us to the location, we're not to the crime of the scene.
Scene of the crime.
But I'm glad you shared that.
It's just so bad, isn't
I
it?
mean, it's
I don't think that beats the slug though.
No.
and they were all laughing at me because I fell down a couple of stairs. A slug in the grass, a wee and a fart. Come on, seriously. A felt bum, a mass expulsion from the derriere area. Eileen, you and I are all right. We're soft. We're golden compared to these four.
Oh.
Aye. Just look at last night.
Oh,
What happened
brilliant.
last night? Aye, so the reason the car was going back and forward in the carpet is not because I was excited. It was
sure about
because Sarah, it was what gear?
Said, you sure about that?
Yeah, very sure about that. 'Cause I couldn't get a good look in the motor next to him like that. He kept reversing and back and forth. But they must have thought, what the hell are they doing? That was actually good.
Was it two guys?
It was
I
too
don't know, I
long.
never noticed.
And then as soon as they got out, and then we got out after and followed, and then they were smoking the old ganja.
The old wacky backy.
Yeah, the wacky backy.
Oh.
And then literally as soon as they saw us walk in, they scarpered.
Well, that makes it even worse because it wasn't Netflix we were watching the motor. No, it was Sex Flix.
Sex flicks.
Is it? The two young guys in the middle and they were in a car watching a porn.
I thought it was a guy.
Oh dear.
Two
I
guys.
don't know, I didn't pay that much attention. I was too busy trying
I'm
to
sure
capture
we
the
don't
moment.
have that kind of behaviour in Edinburgh.
No, they wouldn't. Edinburgh Island, would they?
No.
The reason, I'll get to this eventually, the reason I was getting back and forward is because camera lady, no, this is here, camera lady obviously there's cheese and that at Loudon, branches and stuff. And she was trying to get a photo of this moon. So I was parked in the right place, so I had to get back forward. And I thought she was finished, so I had to reverse back. And she says, no, I'm not finished, so I had to get forward again. And this happened 2 or 3 times. So you get pictures of the moon. It wasn't me being a perv and trying to get a better view in next door.
I was.
But I'm saying,
But guys, I apologise for being so quiet, but I'm absolutely shattered. So I'm going to shoot away. I've not been myself tonight. Absolutely shattered. I'm up at 4 for work, so
It's lovely.
been a long day. Hopefully the next one I'm back to my normal self. So I apologise. Usually Scott's moaning at me to tell me to shut up, but I'm actually. So
we totally understand. Love and respect and peace to you. And
I will catch up with you. Rosie, I'll catch up with you. Aileen, I'll catch up with you as well.
Take
And
care.
I'll see you later, alright?
Okay, right.
Right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Aye, so now I'm the only guy in the panel.
So yeah.
That's sexist.
Hold on. Craig, right, come on the panel.
I get it from mine.
He said no.
Right?
Come on the panel.
Everybody else.
It was.
You always got it from mine. Seriously. So as we say there, well, as Rosie said earlier on, we don't have a topic, and as you see, we're on for 56 minutes, and the lives just went right down the toilet and round the U-bend, basically, you know. And
There's paranormal in there. Like, it's our funniest moments, embarrassing moments.
but sometimes we do lives and we don't talk about paranormal at all.
Nope.
We might squeeze it in for like 2 minutes, as my granny used to say. God bless her. You know, but we didn't get that one, did they?
That's so bad. So bad.
I have to use the topic. Flamingos. Turn your left indicator on and put your window down.
Pampas
I
cats.
said nothing.
I bet you you're shocked. I bet you are shocked to the core.
I am,
You being-
absolutely.
Oh,
Are you
I
sure
don't
it's the one?
understand this conversation. Good Catholic girl from Edinburgh, you see.
I'm going to have a bath in Holy Bar after I come off here. I'm going to church. Right, throw a Bible at myself.
Did you say a few Hail Marys?
No, I'm just going to throw a Bible at myself, see what happens.
Uh-huh.
The church would fall down around about you.
But are you sure you still want to meet us tomorrow?
What do you intend doing tomorrow then? What's the plan?
Oh,
Don't know. Toilet humour and squeezing it in.
that'll be mum.
That'll be it. You're a bit of a...
Where did you learn it from?
Mate, what I'm starting to wonder, Davey, we going to get corrupted or something in Southampton? Are you an era paving over your campus grass? Campus grass? What'd you call it?
Pampas
Aye,
cats.
that stuff.
Me, Rosie and Emma can have a right good. Put the world to rights.
Aye, put the world to rights way.
Pampas cats.
Oh,
It's your dad.
Oh, Dad, yeah,
Is he worse than your mum?
yeah,
Who's worse than you?
yeah.
No, he can
I've got mum and dad, so I'm like, yeah, dad's even worse.
I was asking about the plan for tomorrow. We don't have a
Yeah.
plan.
Well, I
That's
do.
not lie. That's not lie.
I'm kidding on.
I'm off to Edinburgh
I-
Castle for the first bit. Yeah, and I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. I'm going to snap happy.
Rosie and our good man, they're going to the
Oh,
castle.
jeez, there's Emperor Ming.
All hail Ming.
Recognise
The
that
Minnie
cover.
Mouse behind with the Minnie Mouse behind me.
And we're going to get in the Greyfriars. I'm hoping that Jamie's going to be floating about.
All right, that'd be good. I've never met Jamie.
You never met him?
No.
He's all right in small doses. He doesn't watch this show, so I can see what I want about him. No, the guy's all right. If you want to know anything about Edinburgh and the bulbs and stuff, then Jamie's the man to ask. So I'm hoping that I've been up to a mail, but I know he was filming for the BBC today, doing in the bulbs. So
That's how
there's like
important he is.
it'll be. You what? What did you say? Sorry, Emperor Mike. What did you say?
All right, Flash Gordon. That's how important he is. Basically, he's a yeah.
A busy guy.
Aye, so hopefully he's in the yard tomorrow and we can drop in and have a word and he might give us the keys to the
Covenant.
Leads to the castle.
and we can get in there and then we'll see what it's. Pardon me, that was a birthday bumpy but
Trying to get up earlier.
Aye, that's probably I've been waiting on that since 6 o'clock. If you ever get one of these bumpy bops, you don't know what causes it, but you can't help it.
No,
and then
normally just fall out of my mouth like last night.
I like slugs and grass. And we'll ask Craig his funniest moment in a wee second. What do you think?
Yes, definitely.
Aye, since he's joined us. So,
Yeah.
so hopefully Jane will be in the yard and we get into Covenanters and then we'll take it for the rest time. These two should be done and dusted because the castle's crap.
Oh.
And we might do a wee live in the Esplanade at the castle actually. Because obviously there's loads of history even outside the castle, not just in the building itself. And then we'll see what happens tomorrow. Just wing it. Right, the best way. Craig will be there because he's at college.
I'm so jealous, but I've got to do sort of like filmmaking stuff and everything. So I am jealous because I know you guys will have a really great time up there.
Even better time because you're all there.
You know.
Shaq. Laura.
Laura, the great black space beside me. McMahon.
Yeah.
She's
You
there
can hear
because
her.
you can hear her on Craig's.
I can hear her, but can't see you.
She's froze.
Yeah.
Tell her to go and sit next to you.
I'm working on it.
She doesn't want to sit next to me. I smell too bad.
Well.
So what's your funniest moment or most embarrassing moment, Craig?
Nothing that I can really say on. I was going to say TV, but it's that man and
Hello.
hi.
I'm
just got to Josh.
Laura's been slapping him a bit.
No, it means I have to sit beside him. This is not good.
You sure he's Scottish?
She has
Let the guy
to.
finish.
She has to pretend that she likes me. That's what it is. But my most embarrassing kind of like moment.
PIH wise.
PIH wise.
Oh, I know that one.
I can't really think. You know,
Really.
I can't really.
Was it your bloody ass?
Oh yeah, it's sort of like Scott was saying about his burps. I have the opposite problem quite literally, and the fact that I am generally, you can't tell it right now because we're both the same height, basically. But I am inexorably tall, so I have to keep bending down to people, and this creates a bit of a cramp or a bit of a build-up in my stomach. And it doesn't go up, it goes down onto that. So because of my height, the kind of like it has to kind of like go down, you know. And
you know what? I have your hands and your feet together.
I have been known to sort of what's the polite way of saying this? Make rather sort of like strange noises during lives.
Yeah.
That could be accounted sort of like as previously as ghost speaking and everything, but
demons.
not. Yeah.
It's not fun.
If they are just speaking out my behind, which is not really sort of like that good. So yeah, I've had quite a few times where I've had to apologize online.
That maybe.
The best person to ask about this is Tiami.
Or was she no better?
She knows basically. She knows I've been known to kill small animals that are behind me. You know.
And I'm not kidding, Rosie.
Oh no.
That's quite bad, isn't it?
Anyway, enough of this.
Enough of it.
Enough of this. Right. Eileen, here's a question for you, dear.
Right.
Right. And your extensive knowledge of the paranormal.
Right.
Was that an oath?
Go on.
That was all right.
Point.
No, I want to get back to Loudon. I want to get back to Loudon, but no right, but I want to get back to the point with
I was
Loudon
going
with
to
the
say I'm not
surname.
for that the night. It was too cold.
With the surname thing. Have you ever known somebody being told their surname when they've never used it before?
Yeah.
Have we ever what? Heard?
I know you've been Edinburgh. Do you know what I mean? Do you want to explain in English?
No, you're doing a brilliant job.
It looks like it because you can't understand what I'm saying.
I'm totally lost. No, seriously, I'm totally lost as well, Eileen.
Right.
You said about your last name, yeah?
Ah,
So
do you want to explain? Listen to it.
have you ever had an experience before where someone's used a spirit said their first name? Because like last night they said Scott Matthew said
Oh, right. No, I don't think I have. I mean, we've had quite a few cases where first names have come across, but I don't think I've ever heard a full name, a first and surname come through. But quite often, you'll get a first name, you know. But I don't think I've ever heard.
Actually, back.
It's how would they know your second name?
See, this is what I'm thinking about the perfume smell. Is it someone that is connected with you? So it's like you've been a little beacon to that loved one tonight, last night. You said you've never smelled perfume there before.
Never. Never.
And have you had your name come out before or
With my first name?
just your first name, yeah.
Aye, my name's come out quite a few times.
And obviously then this time it was your surname as well. So could it have been a loved one that knows you personally?
But could it have been because you were there, Rosie, and your energy was bringing through a spirit connected to Scott that I'd never had the energy to come through before?
Because I was asking the question, wasn't I, at that point? So I was saying that could you say pick somebody's name here? And that's when it said Scott. And then I then said, if you're that intelligent, and we know you are, could you say that person's last name? And that's when it said your last name. And then, because we then put you on the Gans field and you were sat on the wall, and then me and Laura picked you like when
I get
he
manhandled
was still
last night.
blindfolded and still had the head.
But that could have been down to you being there, Rosie. That could have been down to your energy that's not normally there.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's because somebody who wasn't there hadn't been there before was asking. Somebody else was asking.
Yeah, and then potentially intelligence coming in for you because I'm new. Like this was the first time we had met face to face. So was your protectors coming in?
So the question
and
is,
you also kept saying not the one as well. Like halfway through your Gansfield session, you kept saying not the one, but we couldn't get more from that. It was, but
aye, not the one.
Yeah,
We got a lot of accents. We got a lot of Scottish accents as well.
But that particular spirit could have been with you rather than being with Loudon. It could have been you rather than Loudon. That hadn't been able to channel before, but could perhaps channel via Rosie with her gifts.
So it's your fault.
You're welcome. You were excited by it because your face was like, but it was a face of excitement at the same time. Like,
Because it's never ever happened.
Well, what I would say is, if we've got time, we can go back. Not tonight. But yeah, if we've got time, we can go back and we can.
You're trying to kill me, lady.
No, never.
The way I'm thinking as well is what Ireland's saying is tying in, because you were saying last night that Samuel was quite prominent, right?
Yeah.
And we've never had a Samuel through at all. Ever.
And William.
It's really important somehow, and the connection might actually be you, which would make sense, really. Yeah. Wow, that's something.
This is what you wanted, wasn't it? You wanted like kind of someone else new that's never been there to see what would then would happen.
And the thing was, I wanted Jews, because we've had Spig have done it, Paranormal Analysis, Exposures have done it, Cat and Wolf Paranormal Exposures, they've done it with us. So obviously with Rosie being out, I wanted Rosie to do it to compare to see what she would get. And she got a lot to get Ian, which we've had Ian quite a lot. We know who Ian is. But then we think we got a second name for Ian, a surname for Ian.
Yes.
Ian Duncan.
Duncan. Yeah.
Which is something we can maybe check back on.
Yeah. Because you clearly heard it was like, because it was us three, wasn't it? Because even Laura, you heard it as well. It was like Duncan. It was there, and
it was something.
Yeah. And we were trying to ask it again.
When you listen back to it, it sounds more like Dunaki.
I have to say, give it a watch back. I've been so busy to say, but I'd have to give it a watch back. And
it's just when you get fresh names, because we've done Loudon so many times. We've lost count how many times we've done Loudon, and we've never had their names. So we've had Ian plenty of times that we know who he is. And Lisa, we know that they're father and daughter. Why they're there, we don't know. We're still not been able to establish why they're still there, or even find where they're laid. So the other names are brand new kind of names for us to maybe check out. But the other thing with last night was we were going to go to the cottages as well, but the guy that owns them mailed us to set, we'll say that actually, what was it he said? And it was after the investigation had finished, we came back here, that I started thinking about it. And
he said that there was something strange going on because the two dogs were on edge, and so was him and the other guy that lives there. So I asked him if there was an atmosphere, and he said no, it's like... No, there's not an atmosphere, but it's like something's about to happen or is going on or something like that, he said.
And obviously the cottages and the Kirk are closely connected to each other. I don't mean that they're not that far apart, but there's a connection between the two locations, which is quite a close one. So I started thinking, well, if he's reporting this, he told us this before the investigation. And last night's investigation, it was a good one. It was a bit unusual, but for Loudon, which we all noticed. So he's saying there's activity up at, it might not be related, I don't know. But he was saying there's something weird up at the cottages, and we had a kind of unusual investigation. So is there anything in that that's linking the two together?
Possibly.
Yeah. And then you had the moon last night.
And we had the full moon.
Yeah.
It could all be tied in and connected, definitely.
So was because I mean we've done Loudon numerous times, and usually it's kind of straightforward. But Rosie is picking up and stuff like usually heard footsteps.
Oh, the
I
footsteps.
never heard them.
And that man's voice, no,
That was
just so clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was between, because you were sat on the wall, so I was stood to your left. You were sat on the wall here. Laura, you was then stood in between me and Sarah.
Yeah.
And Andrea, my partner, was stood in front of me. You were at the car, so you was what? So far away from where we were, but we couldn't even see you or hear you. And but the voice came from all between us three ladies.
Yeah.
It was no. And it was just I've never heard a male's voice like that, so clear. I know it was only one word said twice, but I want to go back. Like
If you can get a real-time voice, it's really something special, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've never.
We had a very, very good real-time voice at Torwood Castle once. I mean, like Loudon, we go quite a lot up to Torwood. And the previous investigation, we keep experiencing the spirit of a lady, and we don't quite know who she is yet. And on this occasion, it was actually Nicola was calling out, is the lady still here that we met last time? And we all heard, and somebody caught it, we actually got a recording of it, we all heard a lady's voice saying, still here. And it was very clear.
Yeah.
Very
This
clear.
is the thing. I think I've heard them before, but not as clear as that. And I'm thinking the ones that I've heard, what I feel like I've heard before, maybe just my hearing, you're hoping to hear it. That was just clear, because all three of us, even my partner, because I said, is anyone just said no? And we all just looked at each other and went, no. And you can clearly, it was a man's voice, and Andrea was facing me, so I knew it wasn't him.
I will do once you.
Truly amazing. Truly amazing. Thank you guys for taking me there. That was just
Well,
amazing.
we can get back on Friday during the day. I think we should try it
We're doing something on Friday.
and we can do the new restaurant. So we can work it in. I think it'd be interesting to do it during the day
I'm working.
Yeah.
to see.
Lauren's working. That's why we were doing dinner at night, remember?
Right.
Ken what? Leave it with me. I'll try and tweak it.
You try and juggle it, dear.
Juggle it. It's my mother-in-law. We found.
I was going to ask Eileen, did you go back to that location where is your husband, where we was talking last time on your paranormal, where the man, you're going to the location with the
Yes,
more information about him?
No, well, we were at Jedburgh Castle and Jail on Saturday night. It was a fairly quiet investigation. We didn't really get a great deal. You have nights like that where it's just, a bit flat. However, towards the end of the evening, I don't know if you've ever been to Jedburgh, there's an area called that's the male prison block, and we sent all the men away. So there was myself, Nicola, Colleen, was there 3 or 4 of us, and 4 of us, 4 ladies, and we sat downstairs in the male cell block. And typically when this spirit comes around me, I start to feel quite nauseous. And this is when Nicola switches everything on. I start to feel a wee bit nauseous, and then the urge, the sickness. And this is a pattern that seems to develop every time this spirit comes near to me. This is the effect it has on me. And of course, Nicola switched everything on. And on our replay there and then, on the instant replay, we think we can hear him being his usual, charging, lovely self to me, coming out, kill her, get her, tell her, and all the rest of it. So Nicola's currently working on that at the moment. She's going to clean that up and listen to it. I really don't know who this. We've never had a name for this person, but it's a recurring thing, and it's been going on for about 10 years now. And it's always the same sort of vein, Get her. She killed my sons, and she's a whore. She's a she's a bitch. She's.
Jeez, that's absolutely crazy. That's just.
But some of the EVPs, I don't know if you've seen the one that we got at Barnett Burn House. Have you seen that on my page at all, Scott?
I haven't. No,
have you not seen it? I'll try and post it up again tomorrow before I go out, or sometime soon. And it's a very, very, very clear, and it's quite a nice recording, because in the background you can hear me going, I feel sick, I feel really sick, and then you hear the EVP going, get her, and I'm going, I'm going to be ill, and then you can hear somebody saying, are you okay? I'm going, no, and then you can hear all the voices kind of at the same time. It's all synchronized, you know. Get her, get the whore.
Oh, wow.
Really, really clear.
Jeez.
So I'm guessing for that they don't like you very much.
Not very much, no. I don't know.
I don't know why, because you're a lovely lady.
I don't know. Well, you know, I did a regression with Robbie Crossan, and he seems to think that I was a witch in one life.
Oh, wow.
So maybe it was something around that era.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a massive puzzle, isn't it?
Aye, so if you were a witch in a previous life, the chances are that you'd be from the same area as you're in just now.
Possibly. Well, East
So-
Lothian was very prevalent, wasn't it, in witchcraft? Fife in East Lothian, not too far from here.
Same with me, other water. Guys, just watch your back.
Right. Yeah.
Take the sage.
It's like Taggart on occasions. You hear this voice going, "She's a murderer," you know, a really strong Scottish voice. She's a murderer. That's me.
We're going to get you back to Loudon this week. Laura, if you are going, can you be better dressed, please?
Oh, I will. I'll put the way.
Not as
I'll wear a ball gown. I'll have my hair all fancy. I'll put my makeup on. Yeah, definitely.
definitely not dressed as a potato this time.
No.
That's-
What did she get called last night?
Oh, a scruffy bitch.
Scruffy bitch.
Aye, and then I get called scummy.
Yes,
Laura get called a scruffy bitch, so that's why I'm saying her, can she be better dressed next time?
That's it.
Oh, well.
Well, Sarah is sort of like had experiences with basically being called names out
Aye.
loud, and
It's usually Sarah that
it's
gets it.
usually Sarah that gets it.
I got called a two-faced bitch at Loudon.
Last night she burped, but we think she was a burp. We hope it was a burp. But
No, I done both, but at that particular time it was a buck.
we've done both. Both ends. A bit like you.
a bottom burp.
It was a bum quake. Gavin calls it.
A bottom whistle. That was a bottom whistle. A whistle for me, a bottom. How's that?
We're talking about being name called in locations by the unknown. The mausoleum that I visit in Basildon, which is where I'll take these guys in July. I won't say people's names because that's what I want you guys to be doing, to picking that up. But I always get called a bitch. Me and my mum had been there middle of last year, and we got called, I think it was called a sloot, which means we even had to Google this. Means like slut, and it was quite nasty words. But I get it. Mum gets a bit of it as well. And that's to the background history of the owners of that. Sloke, that's it. Sorry, Mum's just put it up. Sloke, and that means I think it means slut. So it's not. It's mad there because Brian's been there. Brian Laverty, you get the love story, and that draws you in. Once you're drawn in, you then get the other side, and it's.
Yeah.
Me and Andrea was there during COVID, and he did the Gansfield. He'd never been there before. I think it was even like his second time of doing the Gansfield, and I was there on the live. He was sat on the bench, and I felt someone coming behind me, so I turned round, and I turned back to Andrea. I said, "He's blindfolded. He don't know what I'm doing," and all he did was he shouted out the F word. But you know when someone shouts out that F word like they've been caught, he did that. And I'm like, did I catch you coming up behind me? And he then said, bash overhead. And I'm thinking,
Wow.
and I was on my own at this point, because technically he's blindfolded and I'm on my own. So I'm like, kind of need to go careful here. So I told her to back off because I know it's the female that is like this. I've never been harmed there, but I wouldn't, I don't think, obviously, I haven't been harmed there, so I can't tell you what something's capable of. I've never been in that situation. But I always I do shut her down a bit. And the man comes through as well. But you guys are going to witness this.
Yeah.
Great. We'll get smacked
See
with
the
a
word
flag for some.
No, we'll keep you safe.
But the thing is,
what-
I think that basically, when you do that and you do sort of like go over, you take your personality with you. Of course, you're going to take the things that you say in life. You're going to take, how you react to things or what you do in life. You're going to take that on with you. So of course you're going to, if you swear a lot or anything like that, you're going to take that with you. You're going to be, places like Loudon and everything like that, they're not going to sort of like hold back. They're not going to sort of like, they're going to treat you as if they kind of like, they were meeting you in the street whenever they were alive, or, they're going to act to you. So it's kind of, it shows that, to me, it kind of like it's revealed that you do take your personality, you don't stop being you, into it.
This husband spirit of mine, though, I mean, he comes everywhere. We've been in investigations with other groups down in England and Ireland, and he's come through. So he's definitely with me. He's not with location.
Yeah.
And he's just using every opportunity, to come forward.
Wow.
But I still don't know who he is. We
Definitely
still
an
don't have a name.
attachment or something.
a jilted boyfriend, Eileen, probably.
Well,
So, one last question. That's word slope, right? Now, you Googled it to get the meaning of it. Does it give you a time period when that was a kind of popular word?
Oh, I don't know if we
After
actually
you
looked at that.
farted there,
No.
you lifted your butt cheek.
No, my phone was
That's really that. That's not what he call tsunami.
No, the phone was underneath the leg. Let me have a Google. Let me see if we can.
Just because I do doesn't mean you should, but
Because I'm telling you, what slope, whatever time period that's for, to compare it to the dates on the mausoleum
Oh, yeah.
to see if they match up.
So scum. So definition of sloke is algae or seaweed, but the second of it is scum or slime on a body of water. So that's what was coming out, and it came out 2-3 times. What is sloke? Time period. Sloke. What would you write in? What is the old English meaning of time?
origin of the
Google of it and let you guys get back to you on this.
what time period does scum come from?
She just said that.
Yeah.
It was just a theory. It was just an idea.
Yeah.
Well, is it possibly somebody that's in the mausoleum?
Yeah.
Or is connected to that knew them?
Yeah.
In life, maybe. Is it using Southampton? If that's a reference to seaweed or whatever is on the sea, is it maybe a sailor?
So we are right next to the sea on that, which you've got a Hamble River that runs alongside the back. So what? Probably like 10-minute walk, if that.
Are there any sailors buried in that yard?
That I don't know, but we do get a sailor. We do get a sailor there, so you get the man called captain that comes through.
So is it the captain maybe that's using? Because if that's related to the sea, then there's a good chance it's a sailor or whatever.
Yeah.
It says I found here the original, the Middle English slock of uncertain origin, originally 1425 to 1475.
So that would fit with the time period of so the
Scum, I'll just read it out to you. It's thewordreference.com. Scum or slime, especially in a body of water. Earlier, slock, S-L-A-W-K. Late Middle English, slock of uncertain origin, originally 1425 to 1475.
So if
So-
Mum's still watching, that will fit with a time period of what I witnessed one time. So when I started, all my mediumship started coming out, Jamie was here to help me, and thank God he was there to help me. I don't remember anything. I can only tell you what Jamie, Ben, and Kim, which are 3 of our members of our team, they have told me what was happening. And I apparently just went into this stare. I was just off facing the mausoleum, and I have told them, and I'm saying to them, again, I don't remember it. I'm saying to them, there's no mausoleum, it's just a field. There was a shed, and there was a boy in front of me, tied up, with his hands behind his back and his feet tied up, and he was being whipped, and he only had brown shorts on, and it was like I was. Apparently, I had this real bad smirk on my face, and it was apparently I was saying it was like I was looking through the eyes of the person doing the whipping, and apparently I had a smirk on my face when this was happening, and I can vision this boy now, like, so I don't remember it, but I can see it happening. If that, does that make sense? Like, it's really weird, and it's new to me, so it's explain what was going on for me. And Jamie had to then get us out, but I hunched over and went to go to not collapse on the floor, but I felt a bit deflated. So he was pulling me to one side, and I developed arthritis, and apparently I was pulling Jamie back into the gate. So when you go to Liam, it's gated. You've got one gate going in one way and a gate going out the other way. Once you pass this gate and pass the road, the middle of the road, you're then kind of released from this, whatever this is on this land. So you will then see other spirits outside of that. But you won't see spirits in the mausoleum. So he was trying to get me past that point to release me. I was apparently dragging him back in across the gate, and he is 6 foot, and he's not like big. He's stocky, and I'm physically I'm 5 foot. Well, as my dad said, I'm 5 foot in a fag, but I'm quite small.
4'2".
5'2", yeah, and I'm yanking him back in. Again, I don't remember. As this happened, Jamie witnessed his jacket get pulled up and pulled to the floor. Kian, he's about 6 foot as well, probably like 5'9", 6 foot. Again, he's not massive, but a nice build. And he'd been yanked to the floor and dragged back. And I then get on the other side of the road, and that was it. I remember from then walking back to the car and having to go and get a hot drink because I was tired, very, very drained. At that time, so Mum's put on there, just Google slope and slide, 1425. So what you were getting as well, Elaine, in Eileen, sorry. I just called you Elaine, I'm so sorry. Sorry.
What's it, Eileen? I'm just kind of close. Sorry, Margaret.
So I think the time period of what I see the boy in is that time, and they did have slaves on that land.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like wondering if there are any maps of that area from that point where you can see about a field or a,
Yeah, so Mike Koval, who you talked to as well, he helped me find a couple of maps from the area. So I was actually getting them up for you guys, and I'll send them to you. So you can see, I can pinpoint where the mausoleum is for you. So you can't see the mausoleum because that was pre-mausoleum time, because the mausoleum was built, early 1900s. So I don't want to say the people's names. I don't want to give too much information away for you guys. But that was way before mausoleum time. But the family, the land had a massive big manor house, and it was then absolutely huge. And that's now been sold off to separate little lands, which is what you've got today. People living in different areas of it. But it's called the Grey Ladies. And that is the whole big land. But it's old Basildon. And it's just so much history. But there's history in the hall which we'll get you into, and that's where you can then see that the previous owner from 1400s on had slaves, and that was what knowing that is what I was visioning of that boy. The boy was.
That word definition, that's very much a key thing.
So that name, that word, Sloke. Yeah, that's
not a common word. It's
I've never heard of it. No, but I'm very intelligent, and we had to Google it. So yeah.
I've actually lined it up. I just know the time, but I'm actually curious to see what you feel, because we've all been to Greyfriars, in the different times, and there is an atmosphere there.
It's
dark. I think it's a certain kind of atmosphere, and so it'll be interesting to see
what you think,
what you feel, or what you think when you walk in. I know I certainly feel every time I walk in. But I also don't know what I say. So it'll be interesting.
Well, especially if we can get into the Covenant. I mean, within that area, there's just sheer despair, you know. So if we could get in there, it could be quite. For somebody like Rosie, it could be quite overbearing.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it, and I will not have my sensors shut off tomorrow. They will be.
Greyfriars, you have them wide open, wide switched on, or whatever so
you'll need to take Rosie to that bit where you sense the female, not in Greyfriars.
Down the lane.
Down the lane. He's got down the lane.
Oh.
You and I are down the lane, and Morris, sweetheart, in Edinburgh.
A very dark lane.
Clear your diary for the afternoon. 7 minutes. That was walking time.
At least I did taekwondo.
I don't care. That's 7 minutes quitting walking time, though. 3 minutes there, 3 minutes back. You do the math.
You wish.
I can imagine everything goes downhill. That's just
water breaking.
You know, you had a wee comment, and I used to actually wind up a lass I used to work with. She stayed one street away from me in Paul in Glasgow, and we used to finish work at 5, so I'd drop her off. And I used to say, I might text your man and tell him the plans for you later on, dog, you and me. I said, oh, I tell you, behave at 5:06. I promise you 5:06 you'll be him. You know what I'm saying? You're the host. You can tell me you can see us in water, and then you can wind it up.
So I literally saw Mum. I know that Mum's comment is 1911. That's when the mausoleum was created. 1911. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for watching and coming on tonight for my birthday. It's nearly over. So tomorrow we are going to be in Edinburgh. Edinburgh
the more like.
So we're going to be doing some lives. So Paranormal History, obviously Scott and Sarah and Laura, you're going to be there. Yeah. Perfect. Craig, come in. Are you?
No, I've got a call. I'm extremely jealous because Edinburgh and Greyfriars is one of my favourite places in the entire world. I absolutely love it. So,
and then Eileen, obviously, you're going to be there as well.
Yes, I shall meet you there about 11, Scott.
Yes, that's fine. I that's fine.
I'm going to take the train and walk up the mound.
That's fine. We'll take the car and walk across the street.
Do you know where you're going to park?
Just across the road.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Just I know the street, but I can't remember what it. I say I know the streets all over the place in Edinburgh. But see, if you ask me the name, I couldn't tell you the names, but I could tell you exactly how to get.
Well, that's St. George the Fifth Bridge, you know. So.
I see we come out the gate of Greyfriars and we're right close. is it a museum or something?
I
Is there?
think it's the National Museum of Scotland.
The Museum of Scotland. That's Chambers.
That's Chambers Street.
Mhm.
Chambers Street.
Can't you tell how you get anywhere?
Stuff that with
Well, I'll walk.
pictures in it, yeah.
Don't have a clue. Sorry, Robert.
No, so as you guys obviously you might have seen me before, I am from the Gall Gang in Southampton. So I am going into the Edinburgh Castle with my partner. I will be live for a few minutes. It is our holiday, so but we are doing investigations with these guys. But I'm going to go live on the Gall Gang's Facebook page for about 10 minutes, just to give you a little sneak peek of what's going on in there. And then we are meeting up with everybody that's coming tomorrow. And then we're going to Greyfriars. Oh my God, I cannot wait.
Greyfriars, Kirkyard.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just found out tonight, apparently it's my nan's favourite movie as well. So, yeah.
Greyfriars, Bobby.
Yeah. So that was quick. So I just phoned my nan. Wish me happy birthday.
Then he touch his nose.
Don't touch the nose.
Then he touch his nose.
Then he touched the Bobby.
I touched the booby in Bennett, in Verona.
You leave him alone.
I told her earlier on, Eileen, about the nose and all these tourists who go up and get a rub and all the rest of it, and it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You can touch Laura's nose a lot.
I probably won't be able to reach.
Leave the snout alone. Or as Jamie would say, don't touch the bobby.
No.
That's what I just said.
That's where you go if it was Jamie who said that. Don't touch
That's
the
the
bobby.
shame. That's a lovely wee dog, and you're bringing it down to crudity.
God, I don't understand what that word means. I don't care. I don't have a clue. I'm from Glasgow, remember. We weren't educated. We were dragged through forests at a young age. I'm saying,
Oh God! Wow, that's
what word did they use?
Crudity.
A crudity. I know what crudity means. That. I'm saying stuff like that.
Don't bring it down to naughty stuff.
Naughty. Wait, you don't talk about naughty stuff. That's something your grands. Oh, Grandpa Higgins sitting next to the water there. Grandpa
I'm
mine.
trying to lower it to your level, Scott.
Don't talk about naughty stuff.
That's like a cardigan one, so.
Aye, that's what Grandma would say. Scott, that's naughty. Pack it in, you're 29. Pack it in.
You wish you were 29.
Anyway, wind that up there, Rosie.
yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
Thank you very
See you
much.
tomorrow. Right now.